Hey guys, Cody Wilson of the assistant coach. Today we're going to talk about the wing tee. So if you want to know a little bit more about the wing tee, stay tuned. All right, so last time I did a video, I had somebody comment and reach out to me asking about the wing tee, and I played in the wing tee when I was in high school, so it's been a little while, but I do know a little wing tee stuff, so I'm going to share that with you today. Normally what I do is a little bit more pro and spread kind of stuff, but today we're going to do the wing tee. So here, starting off with the basics, the formation of the wing tee, we've got this T lined up in the backfield. If you picture doing like this, you've got an inverted T. So there's the T portion of it, and the wing portion comes from being able to move one of these guys or even both of them to the side whenever you want to. Okay, at least that's my understanding of the wing tee. So we're able to make that T shape in the backfield, and we're able to do the wings. Now that differs. You may say, okay, well, what about the bone, wishbone? These guys are normally set more like so when you're in the wishbone. But anyway, for the wing tee, that's the basis of it right there, that we've got a T in the backfield and we're able to get a wing to one or both sides. Now, so that's the formation. The backfield action is a really big deal when we talk about the wing tee, because there's a lot of moving pieces, a lot of crisscrossing and stuff around here between bodies, running backs, whether it be one of the wings or the fullbacks crossing paths. Combine that with the quarterback doing a lot of twisting and turning and ball fakes and stuff, with the offensive line doing a lot of pulling. There are a lot of pulling and going on in the wing tee, and that brings us to point 3, the angles. That's why we do a lot of pulling, is because of the angles. So if I were to break it down, those would be the 3 main things that I would say is unique about the wing tee and makes the wing tee special. Is the formation, that's how we get the name, the backfield action, and the running backs crisscrossing along with the offensive line and their angles and their pulling. So the basic series, and there are more series than this, but these are the 3 series that pretty much every wing tee team has. They may number them differently, but this is the way we numbered them at my high school when I played back in the day, and it was really our bread and butter. We had the 90's series, which was the down series, which is basically a cross block to the strong side with the tight end. The 80's series is essentially the same thing, but to the weak side, and we compensate by having a running back lead block through, so it's a little bit of an ISO look. And then the 70's series is the buck sweep series, which I really like, and we really hung our hat on that. And just as an example, I can remember I was a pulling guard. I was a guard in high school, so I did most of the pulling. And I can remember in one game, Coach Biandolillo was our play caller, our offensive coordinator. We ran 71 sweep. I counted 11 times in a row. In one drive, we called a timeout, and Coach B got in the huddle and said, all right, guys, let's hit them with a trick play. And we went 72 sweep. That's kind of how good we were at it and how dedicated you have to be to these plays. Now, those are the basics of each of those plays. Now, the reason why they're called a series, though, is because it's not just down, belly, and sweep. Each one of them kind of builds off of it. A few years ago, Matt Canada was a big deal, and he talked about plays off of plays. And really, if you're a good coordinator and you've got a system built together, it's really going to be a series and plays off of plays. You're going to have, for example, zone where you're giving it, zone where the quarterback is keeping it, zone with a bubble off of it, zone with an RPO, zone with a triple option look, zone with a lead, zone where you're locking on to the backside or doing split zone. That's a series together. And here we do the same thing on down, and we'll talk about it a little bit more in a minute, but each of these is going to be a little bit of a series. Now, I'm going to talk mostly about the base play, but I will give you a little hint towards what the series are and what they do. So getting into the first one here, the down series, the 90 series, this would be 91, 92, down. Okay, and this is versus a 4-3. What we're going to do is we're going to have a lot of down blocks. We're going to have the tight end blocking down to the mic, the tackle blocking down to the 3-tech, the end, excuse me, the wing, not on the end. Wing is going around the end, blocking down to the nearest backer or safety. The cross block comes from the guard. He's getting around and kicking out the end right here. And then on the back side, we've got FOB. And when I was preparing for this video, it just hit me like a ton of bricks that this was in our playbook back in the day. Fire on backer. We would take a fire step if somebody was coming into our gap, like a linebacker walking up, for example. If this linebacker walked up like he wanted to blitz right here, we'd take a fire step and we'd block him. On, if the guy is on us, and if nobody's on us, we're working up to the linebacker. That was our thing there. So essentially this would end up being a scoop here to the mic, and we're working up here. We might punch and work up more like that. So that's the essential blocking of the play there. We're all blocking down, avoiding our end here because that's who we're kicking out. So we're blocking the nearest person down and inside of us. We're blocking down, nearest person inside of us is going to be the linebacker. If this guy were to make himself available on our track, excuse me for the video there, then we would block him because he would be on our track. Tackle is blocking down on the guy in his gap, and then the guard is who's pulling around and getting the kick out. Now, these two guys have to work really hard on that. If you're a wing T team or wanting to be a wing T team, you're going to have to work a whole lot on this cross block here so that they're not running into each other being slow, but that they're getting flat enough to cut off penetration here. And he's getting enough depth without getting too far so that he can get inside out. I hope you can see that a little bit better. We want to get inside out on that end. We don't want to kick him out here to where he's got room to come back in here. I know there's a lot of lines going on there, but we don't want this end to be able to come inside. Now, as far as the backfield action, quarterback is going to reverse out, and we're getting it to the fullback right here, and he's kind of going to get right here. We're going to have this wall coming in. Let me change colors a little bit here. Oh man, what happened to my drawing stuff now? I done lost where I was at. Son of a gun, what did I do? Here we go. All right, so we're going to have this wall where he's coming down, he's coming down, he's coming down. So we get this giant wall right here, and that's really what we're wanting the fullback to work off of right there. And we're obviously, of course, getting the kick out by the guard. This wing back is going to go like on a sweep or a pitch action here. So that's kind of where the series comes in. We're going to run down, 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 quarterback keep, down, down, keep, down, down, and then we're going to run the pitch off of it here and go to the house. So it's kind of a built-in triple option, old school, we would call it from the sideline. Now there are series, I want to say it's maybe the 40's series, at least what it was in our offense, where the quarterback was actually reading it, and that would be the veer in the midline series, which is similar to this. There are differences, but similar in terms of it's a triple option type look. Okay, so that's down versus a 4-3. Let's look at it versus a 4-4. You've got the same idea. We're going to go down to the nearest person inside of us that is not this end. Tight end's going down. Tackle's going down. Guard, we're kicking out the end right here. And then back here, fire on backer. So we're going to double here, looking back here, and we can pretty much block him and then work up late for this wheel coming inside. And same thing in the backfield again. We're trying to get the fullback right here, opening up, and we've got the look to do triple option again right there. So real simple. You can see that the rules more or less are staying the same. Now, just for good measure, I added the 50 front because that's more likely what you're going to see. You're not really going to see a three-man front like you would in a spread. This is going to be more of a bear where all three of these guys are covered up, but it can still work here as long as we still go down, down. Here it's going to be more the safety. We'll get the kick out here, on, and these two can work here And again, there's your running back, your fullback, excuse me. And we're opening up, making it look triple option. So we've got the same thing. You're still getting a bit of this wall going right here for your fullback to work down. Okay, so there's the down series. And then the belly series, you're going to see how it's very similar. Belly series is going to be to the weak side. So we're going to go back to the 4-3 front first and take a look. So we're going to go down here. It's a little bit harder because we're going down to a nose, at least just in this look. We're going to cross block right here. The wing here, the left half back here, has to have some patience to get inside of these double teams to the wheel. Inside of the double teams, inside of the cross block. Okay, so he's got to go after the cross block occurs. He can't. It's impossible for him to get there before the end is kicked out by the guard here. So he's got to go after the cross block happens. Center, a little bit harder. You got to get around that nose and up to the mic. Now, some people might say, well, we'll just block the nose here with the center and we'll send him down. But that nose is going to eat your lunch if he's worth a dang if you try to do that. So the center has really got the hardest block trying to get back inside out on the mic here, play side on the mic. And again, gap on backer back here we can work up, and you're basically going to block the end double up here. So we got two doubles there. Okay, excuse me. You can do that, but we want to go, we would probably have motion here and do the same thing. Fly, motion right here, and same thing, getting the running back here. Okay, so again, you can give on the belly, quarterback keep, give on the belly, and then quarterback pitch on the option right here. Again, kind of how you make it a series. And there's play action pass off of all of these as well. So that's the basic idea of the series there. And again, you can see how the blocking is similar. We've got the cross block going on there, and we've got our firearm backer on the backside. Okay, apply it to a 4-4. Same thing, we got a cross block here, tough blocks here because it's a shorter edge, unlike the long edge we had here when we ran down. Okay, we've got to get in on the belly with the lead block, kind of an ISO action here. Then backside, a little bit easier for the center. And then we got the double team here that can work up here, up. And again, I would probably go fly motion again. And we've got our belly look again. Okay, so again, I hope you're seeing kind of how you can apply this to different looks. Now, the 5-man look, cross block, this guy is on to backer, on, fly motion. We've got the lead block here to the mic, boom to daylight. Okay, and quarterback with the potential pitch down the road, or at least faking it as you're running belly. All right, whoop, I did not delete some of these. My bad, guys. I thought I deleted these. Maybe I will get that deleted in the editing process. Okay, here we go. So on sweep, on the, excuse me, and I didn't say this a while ago, this would be 81, 82 belly. And like I said earlier, this would be 71, 72 sweep, and obviously 1 being to the left, 2 being to the right. That's how we did it. Some people may put whole numbers in there on actually where it's hitting, like 77, 78, something like that, but we did 71, 72. But here the sweep, and this is very important here, that we work around the guards here. We're going to have a down block, going to have a down block, down again. This guard, it's very important. We would say it's like you're cranking a lawnmower, like an old lawnmower, you're throwing your shoulder, and we would say step into the bucket with the right foot. Here we'd want this right foot to step into the bucket, because we'd want to get to a point about 2.5 yards behind the tackle here to get inside out, to get the kick out over here. Okay, so this is a really deep, That's really important that you get deep and again back inside out so that you can get a kick out on the force player, which in this case is the corner. We're blocking back here. Then we're a little bit flatter and we're turning up in the hole and we're trying to get a seal here. Now this is really where, if you remember Vince Lombardi, if we get a seal here and a seal here and we run it in the alley, okay, that famous clip, that's on buck sweep right here, the same thing. So we're getting between the guards, we're getting a kick out right here and a kick out or a seal right here, so that we have the alley where we want to run the ball here. People think sweep is an outside play. It is an outside play, but it's running inside of a kick out block, so to speak. So let's look, we almost forgot the end on the backside punch, and you're just trying to get downfield for a cutoff best you can there. Okay, we got the mic here trying to cut off the safety backside there. Neither of these guys should be a problem unless we have a problem on the play side and we have to cut it back sooner than we like. Right here, this is typically gonna work off of a trap action where we're gonna fill with the fullback here, and we're gonna boot backside here, and we're getting the sweep going with the left halfback right here, and he should hit it right there. Okay, but again, the blocking, we've got to get the down blocks. We've got to take the angles. Okay, so the wing back has an angle, the Y has an angle, the tackle has an angle, the nose has an angle. That's why people say that the wing tee is about angle blocking. Well, it is. Look at all these angles. Okay, and that's kind of helping, again, the same thing we were talking about a while ago. These guys all have angles that are blocking like this, so that we have a wall coming across the offense from the offensive right towards the left to kind of seal everything off so that we can get the ball where we want it to go. All right, then versus the 4-4, same thing. We're going to block down, whoops. We're going to block down with the wing back right here on the end. Blocking down, blocking down, blocking down. See all our angles? Okay, we got good angles right here on everybody. We got to take that, crank the lawnmower, step into the bucket, deep step, and we're kicking out here on the force man. A little flatter, we're turning up inside. We're getting here and try to cut off best you can back here. Working trap backside, and we've got sweep again going to the right. And for the 50, down with an angle, down with an angle, down with an angle. On. Okay, we've got our big bucket step, cranking the lawnmower. Now here's hard. This tackle's got to try to get a piece of this 3. That's the hardest part of this one. And again, same thing. Here we might get up to that safety. And again, working off trap, we're filling the hole here. That helps with that 3 tech, this fullback, cutting that off. And again, we're getting the sweep off to the corner here with the left back. Okay, so obviously you can run these out of different formations. This is just the one formation I showed it out of. Hopefully you got a little bit of something out of it from showing it in a 4-3, a 4-4, and then a 52. Had to think about that a little bit in the 52, but hopefully this gives you a little bit of an introductory idea of the wing tee and a couple of the base series that come with it. And again, if you're a wing tee guru, maybe you do things different. You can all base things a little bit differently. Maybe you don't run down and belly as much. Maybe you do a little bit different series, but that's fine. Hey, it's still wing tee, just like spread offense. Not necessarily everybody runs air raid out of the spread. You can do different things out of the spread, but it's still some of the basic fundamentals and philosophies of what it can be. Okay, so if you like this, please give it a thumbs up, maybe share it, hit that little bell down there and subscribe. Maybe, yeah, I think it's over here somewhere. Hit that bell and subscribe so you get notifications the next time we do a video. Let me know if you like this. Maybe we can build on doing some more wing tee stuff. It's kind of fun for me to go back and think about some of those things that I haven't really done in a long time. But again, hopefully it's a good introductory video for you for the wing tee and what it can do and what the series are. But anyway, it's been my pleasure to do this, and getting to talk ball is always good. But again, I'm Cody Wilson, the assistant coach, here to help and to serve you be the best coach you can be. Peace.